Hello, Geometry and Honors Geometry. We're going to go over our 10.3 samples in preparation for our quiz 10.3. For our first sample, we're going to take a look at a circle with the markings that you see here, and we're asked what is the length of AB. Well, we already know that CD, this chord, is 10. It's marked that way. And since these two chords are equidistant from the center of the circle, we're going to know that it must be true that CD is congruent to AB. Therefore, AB must be equal to 10 with no further calculations. Sample 2. Sample 2, we're asked what is the measurement of arc AB. That's this one here. And we are told, or we can see that DB is a diameter. So this is a diameter of the circle. That's given information that we can work with. DB is a diameter because AC is bisected, so that means that arc DB must be equal to 180 degrees. So from here to here, we have 180 degrees. We're told that from A to D, that arc is 25 degrees. So we know when we add together arc AB plus arc AD, that's this plus this, that together must be equal to our 180 degrees, which is our DB arc. So now we're going to solve for our AB. We're going to assign x as the variable for arc AB, and when we solve the equation x plus 25 equals 180, we find that x is 155 degrees, and that is, of course, the length of the degree value of our arc AB. So here we have arc AB is equal to 155 degrees. Sample 3. On sample 3, we're given this diagram to work with, and we're asked to figure out what is the measure of angle AB. So we're going to need to put together AC and CB. So our first step is going to set about figuring out what the arc measurement is for CB. So since CD is the diameter, and we know because the center of the circle is labeled with M there, so CD is guaranteed to be the diameter. We're going to know that this chord AB must be bisected because diameters bisect chords into two congruent segments. So we're going to know that arc CB is congruent to arc AC. CB will be the same degree measurement as AC. So we're going to be thinking that CB plus BD together is going to be equal to our CD. So CB plus BD, when you put that together, that'll give you CD, which of course we know is 180 degrees because CD is a diameter. We can solve then for our arc CB, that's our x, and x is 80. So now we know that this is 80 degrees. Our goal, remember, is to find out from here to here. And the next step is that we're going to notice that CB is congruent to CA because these two segments of the chord are congruent because they're bisected. So therefore, those corresponding arcs, CB and CA, must also be congruent. So they're both 80 degrees. So when we add those two arcs together, AB, which is equal to AC plus CB, we're going to find out that AB, the arc we are looking for, is equal to 80 plus 80, which is 160 degrees. So let's take a look back here. 80 plus 80 is equal to 160 degrees for arc AB. Last sample. Last sample is to tell what you know about the relationship of arc AB and arc BC, and to tell how you know that information. Well, AB must be congruent to BC because arc AB and arc BC are both 135 degrees, and therefore those two arcs are in fact congruent. And that means that the chords that are corresponding to arc AB and BC must also be congruent. That concludes our preparation now for our quiz for lesson 10.3, so make sure this is in your notes. And that you are prepared for the quiz, and then move on to taking quiz 10.3. We'll see you later.